Hello.
Hello, everyone.
We just looked up a fairy skirt.
What? I didn't.
Well, we just did. She just zapped us.
Well, I wasn't.
And now
looking
we're
at,
in a basket.
I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at the biscuit.
I love how they're all looking away from you.
It rubs the lotion on its scales.
Or else you get the mail again.
The mail again. So you can stop getting like bills and stuff if you just.
Oh,
rub
that would
lotion?
be lovely. All right, last time.
Listen carefully, you stupid girl.
We didn't get a cutscene,
No, we didn't.
so I won't say anything just yet.
Welcome to
Wow.
abuse in the workplace.
She's got lips. Oh, Bianca.
She's a bunny.
Aha.
Why have I been
I really love how they redid everything.
Yeah.
It's just so wonderful. I appreciate it so much. Love these games.
Hmm.
Kill him?
The egg is in the corner. It looks like a chow egg.
Oh my god, it does.
You get rid of him.
Here we are talking about Sonic again.
I know. It's so hard not to.
We're excited.
Indeed.
Ought to do it.
It's like, we can even talk about the previews, like the one that's saying, "What movie should we go and watch? Rom-com? Superhero?"
Yeah, that one.
The woman just shouts sports, and,
Yeah, the
and it
volume.
makes us jump all the time.
The volume's strangely loud on that one line.
What the hell is that?
It's the devil, according to the bomb bird.
Looks like a walking gerbil.
Ha!
A big one
It's one hell of a gerbil.
with some type of nuclear
When I heard
Powered,
that Sorceress was planning
scaled,
to ambush you, I got here
exterior,
as fast as I
And a
could.
beard.
No worries though. This
a
was
Jeff
the
Coffin
only
beard.
A Rastafarian beard. He got beads.
What were you saying, Sheila?
I wasn't even paying attention.
Ah. I remember you charging into this guy and just
Yeah.
knocking him into the fire.
Yeah.
Ow.
There we
Whoa!
go.
Hot cross
And then
buns.
she stomps upon his noggin.
Nugget.
Woo! You can't get me. You're too slow.
Roll. Oh God, his tongue was flailing.
Why didn't you boop? There we go. I boop you. I boop you again. You're gonna get booped to death.
You keep booping him, but he goes the wrong way.
Don't worry. Eventually he'll go. No!
Or eventually you'll go the wrong way.
Oh,
Looks like you're a Mustafa.
it does. Very atmospheric.
There you
There
go.
we are.
Lava bath. Ah.
He got me. But I'll get him.
Ow.
Ow.
Alrighty, so last time we were doing an AI story based off of something that
That's
one
right.
of our subscribers had sent to us.
Yes, but you said there were some other requests too.
Yeah, so from
Oh, all right. Well, let's see what those were.
I don't know if this is going to be as fun as Sonic and Tails with the chili dog stand.
Well, you never know.
MN5500-5 sent us a fox walks into a supermarket and eats all the meat.
Oh. Going on a protein diet, huh, Fox?
You've got to be kidding me, said Tom, leaning in on the handle of his shopping cart.
Tom?
Tom?
Tom? Tom Riddle? I'm about to be a Monicadabra and I need that shape. Give me the shape. No!
Oh,
No.
Sparks is gone.
I know! Come
He's
on.
back.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Oh, fuck! Ow!
Now he's gone again.
No!
Now he's back. Now he's gone again.
No.
And now he's back.
It's a blue one. It's a blue one.
At full hell. All right. He had been looking forward to this weekly trip to the local supermarket all week. It was his one moment of solace in a life filled with the endless drone of office work and the never-ending pile of laundry at home. The bright lights, the orderly aisles, the familiar hum of the refrigerators. It was all a part of a comforting routine. But as he turned into the meat section, expecting to see the usual neat rows of packaged steaks and chicken breasts, what greeted him instead was a scene of absolute carnage. What have I done?
I left the door open, I guess.
The shelves were bare, and not a single piece of meat to be found. The plastic packaging lay scattered like the remnants of a tornado's fury. Tom felt his stomach drop. This was more than just a case of someone forgetting to stock the shelves. It was as if something had raided the place in the night, leaving nothing but bones and a faint smell of musk in its wake.
Oh, no.
The fox
Musky.
mucks. His eyes darted
Like
around the
Calvin
store,
Klein.
searching for an explanation, for someone who could tell him what had happened. Then that's when he heard it. Oh, you beat him.
Yes, I did.
That's
Thank you for noticing. I appreciate it. It was really close, too. It was quite gripping.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention at all the last episode.
I know.
So I'm kind of trying to look in between paragraphs
I
now.
try to insert into your little story there, too.
A snicker,
Be a bridge.
faint of mischievous,
Oh.
coming from the produce section. It was the sound that didn't belong in the cold, sterile environment of the supermarket. Hello!
It's the Rainbow Bunny.
The Rainbow Bunny. That sounds like an ice cream brand.
Ooh, like a sherbet.
Like, better than Blue Bunny.
Ooh.
I'm telling you this for your own good, you
Yeah.
know.
It includes all sugars. Giving life.
Guaranteed to rot your teeth.
Strange, weird bunny things with eyebrows.
All right, the sterile environment of the supermarket shivered down his spine. The hairs on the back of his neck stood on end as he pushed his cart towards the source of the noise. He rounded the corner, and there it was, a fox, its fur a wild mess, standing atop a crate of apples, gnawing on what was left of the half-eaten steak. The fox looked up at him, a piece of meat hanging from its mouth, and winked.
Winked.
The fox winked.
Oh, it's probably in diabetic shock or something from consuming that much food. I'm assuming it's probably going to run off, but I don't see how. With that much food. Like, the amount of meat there is in a supermarket. Like, holy crap. How is that thing still moving? How is he not napping in a corner? With a happy grin on his face.
Hey, buddy, Tom said, his voice shaky. The fox looked him up and down, seemingly unfazed by his presence. It took another bite and then, with a surprising grace, hopped down from the crate,
Surprise, yes.
landing
Surprise.
lightly on the floor.
Lightly?
It was a
Lightly?
surreal sight.
He just ate 80 pounds of meat.
A wild animal casually strolling through the supermarket aisles as if it owned the place. What are you doing here?
Ding, 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 ding. He answered back.
What does the fox say?
Ha,
The
More
fox
meat,
swallowed
please.
his mouthful of smack. Wait. The fox swallowed its mouthful and smacked its lips. Well, if you must know, it said.
Oh my god, it's talking!
In a voice that was surprisingly clear and human-like.
Oh, Tom is tripping.
I was just filling up on a well-deserved meal. A succulent meat meal.
Oh boy, rabbit. Yum, num, 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 num. Well, sir, if you must know, I happen to be a professor at Harvard. He enunciated, shockingly clear.
Tom's eyes widened.
Yeah, I bet they did.
He was tripping on mushrooms he'd picked up at the
Oh,
delicious
really?
food truck
Who called it?
for a
Food truck?
work lunch.
Who knew? The food truck with the weird hedgehog and fox.
This had to be the peak of his hallucination, he thought, but the fox just kept talking, unfazed by his shock.
I happened to buy a lottery ticket today.
You humans are always so wasteful, leaving your food unguarded like this. It's like you're begging for someone to come and eat it. It spoke with a smugness that was almost infectious. If Tom wasn't so confused.
Tom is definitely confused about some things.
Oh.
Well, that was a interesting experience.
Yes.
But who called it with the hallucinogens? I mean, hell yeah.
I don't know. Should we call it there or
For a story?
Yeah.
Or just episode?
for a story?
For story? Sure.
Okay.
We can keep it a short story
Okay.
so we can get through more.
An antidote.
Right.
Don't trip on mushroom, kids.
That was fun. It felt like a fairy tale. Oh my god, we can write fairy tales with this.
We could.
The higher fables. High tails. High tails.
Oh, Spyro, we will talk about you eventually.
We'll get to a story about you soon, buddy.
Okay, we got one more request.
One more request.
Okay, I wonder if it's going to be
allergies.
because this is another video game pair.
Ooh. Like a pair of pajamas?
No, I mean characters.
I know. I know. I'm just having fun. Ow! Oh, shish kebabs. I burned you to death. The fish lady made me do it.
Okay, so coming from Pirate Roberts 9463.
The Dread Pirate Roberts?
The Dread Pirate Roberts.
As you wish.
Link and Ganondorf go fishing and discuss philosophy.
Is that why he pauses in Twilight Princess if you take out your fishing reel? He's having a flashback? Remember the good times! Wave, 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 wave. Well, that was a
this will
nice
be
time.
interesting because if Link talks.
That's right, you catfished me. Truce over! Smack in the face.
You know, Link, Ganondorf began, his deep voice echoing through the cavernous room.
He sounds like Snape.
I've always wondered what it is about fishing that you find so
Appealing.
compelling.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Link looked up from the wooden bench
And
he
said
was
nothing.
carving by the fireplace, his green eyes meeting the intense gaze of his
Wait.
longtime adversary.
I have a question. Was he carving a bench by the fireplace, or was he sitting on a bench carving by the fire?
Link looked up from the wooden bench he was carving by the fireplace.
Looked up from the wooden bench, so he's carving a bench.
That's what I am assuming they're saying, yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure so I can picture it clearly.
A smile tugged at the corners of his mouth as he set down his carving knife. Oh god, he talks. I don't know how he sounds.
Excuse me,
It's...
Prince or King of Darkness.
Well, excuse me, Dorothy.
There you go.
It's about peace, I guess, he replied,
Peace?
his voice a gentle contrast to the crackling firewood. The quiet, the patience, and the promise of a good meal.
A succulent Hyrulean meal.
Succulent Hyrulean meal.
So succulent.
Get your hands off my penis. Ganondorf, the once feared king of the Gerudo leaned back in his chair, his crimson cape spilling over the sides.
Ew.
He steepled his fingers and a thoughtful look on his face. Peace, huh? He mused, a concept I've never quite mastered.
Fair.
The room fell silent for a moment. The only sounds the popping of the fire and the distant call of an owl outside the castle walls.
Who?
Ooh. Oh! Chirp, chirp, chirp,
Oh!
chirp, chirp, chirp. Boom! Hopefully that owl didn't have a glazed over look like that thing you just fireballed.
Probably not.
Link nodded.
Nod.
Understanding the weight of behind the Dark Lord's words, despite their history of battles and bloodshed, they had found an unusual camaraderie in the quiet moments of the castle's twilight. The fireplace cast a warm glow on the ancient stones, and the scent of the burning logs filled the air with a comforting aroma. It's about the pursuit, Link elaborated. The idea that there's always something out there waiting to be discovered. It's like searching for balance in the world.
Like a pogo stick?
Do you pogo?
I pogo all the time.
Let's pogo. Ganondorf raised an eyebrow, a glint of curiosity in his eyes. Balance. Balance, he repeated slowly. A concept that has eluded me as well. His
What is
tone
eluding him?
His tone was introspective, hinting at the complexities of his own philosophical journey. The two men, once destined to be enemies, have become unlikely companions in the solitude of the castle, each seeking their own form of redemption in the wake of their tumultuous path. This is like...
This is feeling like a slash fic.
It's starting to.
This is like the fairy odd couple.
Link and Ganondorf are Princess Zelda's fairies.
She had a very difficult upbringing. I was just thinking Link and Ganondorf are roommates. But then you also have Navi there too. Oi.
I'll put in something funny happens.
Something funny happens. Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is getting way too deep for us.
Right. It's a little too romantic.
The tension in the room lightened as a sudden splash startled them both. Hopefully they're not splashing each other now.
Face and fight. Splish splash. We're taking a homeless bath.
Link and Ganon star in this year's newest Hallmark movie. A Triforce for you.
40 Garudian nights.
I hurt. Okay. Okay, so...
Oh, ow! That was
okay, a sudden splash startled them both. A small, slippery fish had leaped from the bucket and was now flopping around on the stone floor, desperately searching for water.
bucket.
Link couldn't help but chuckle at the sight.
But it's dying!
Even Ganondorf's stern expression crackled into a smile.
Because it's dying! It's gasping for its final breath! And you find amusement in that? Link! I expected more of you. Or did you name it dinner? And it just did you the favor of you having to do it. So it's like, oh, yes, guilt-free. It killed itself. It was a kamikaze fish.
Oh, screw it. I'm going for broke.
Oh. That can be alarming when it's coming from you. Ow, shit. Oh, we'll jump down here.
All right. Under the suggestions of saying this turns into a Hallmark movie scene.
Oh, oh God. With a dying fish.
Link got
As
up
the
from his
fish
bench,
dies.
walking over to the wriggling creature with a sense of calm purpose. He picked
He
it up
laughed at it.
gently, the fish quivering in his calloused hands. You know, he said, turning to face the Gerudo King. Fishing is a lot like life. Sometimes you get a nibble, and sometimes you reel in something surprising.
Yeah.
He placed the fish
AI.
back in the bucket with a soft splash, watching as the water rippled around it.
Wow. This, this is fun.
Ganondorf leaned forward in his chair, his elbows resting on his knees as he studied the young hero. I suppose you're referring to our unusual situation here,
We like killing fish.
he said, a hint of amusement in his voice. The corner of his mouth twitched upward, a rare sight indeed.
Mastered a few tricks, you could really rack up a huge score in this place. What do you say I show you some moves?
Well, I seen him smile a lot when he thought he won.
Right.
And he's probably smiling for like those 7 years when Link was taking a nap.
Let's start with something easy.
Or the 100 years.
Yeah, Link tends to take a lot of naps.
Okay, now try doing a roll. You can roll in midair
Oh.
by holding
Link
down the
shrugged,
action
his
button
gaze
and
lingering on the
left or
fish.
right with
Yeah,
the
I guess so. It's not every day you find yourself fishing buddies with your former archenemy.
Yeah. I'll say.
Ganondorf's smile grew, a rare warmth spreading across his face. Indeed, he said, his voice low and gruff. But perhaps there is wisdom in the mundane.
Are exactly like
A reminder that even the most fierce battles can be moments in the grand tapestry of existence.
Grand Tapestry. Wow. Nova.
No.
Oh, you must be a natural. Now let's see if you can pull off a half-pipe spin move. The blue
Oh,
ramps are
something
half
please
pipes.
happen
You can
besides
do
a
a spin
fish
move by jumping
gasping
to the
for
top of
life.
the blue
I know.
ramp.
Aren't they going to do anything? You're not going to put it back in the bucket?
Well, Link did.
Oh, okay. Yes. That's
Uh,
right. I was focusing on what Hunter was saying.
Oh, at least I think he did. I don't remember. Yeah, no, he did.
Okay.
Yeah. The room grew quiet once again as the two men stared into the dancing flame. The fishing rods, forgotten in the corner, stood as silent sentinels to their newfound understanding. It was a peace that neither had anticipated, a bond formed in the most unlikely of places.
I'll say. Oh.
Did you eat dirt
Yeah.
or pavement? Actually,
I did
Oh,
that.
you failed.
There's remains of my previous skateboard.
Oh!
You
That was a
failed.
900.
Maybe, Link ventured softly, his heart pounding in his chest.
Wow.
See if you can score some
We've
real
been-
points on the giant
We've
speed
both been
ramp.
searching for
Do
balance in
whatever
our
moves
own
you want And
ways.
see how many points you can get.
Pogo sticks. Although that's becoming more alarming.
Do they pogo?
Some tells me we're about to find out.
And the next, yep. Ganondorf's expression grew serious, his eyes searching Link's. Perhaps, he murmured. But our paths have led us to very different shores. Link felt a strange warmth
Wow,
spread
you
through
look
his
really
chest.
fast. But then again, you are
His
the
gaze
master
never
builder.
leaving the Dark
Speaking of which,
Lords.
I was just
Maybe,
practicing
he
this new
said, his
impossible
voice
new
barely
move that I
above a
call the
whisper.
nasty door.
But we're both in the same boat now.
Proverbially or actually? I
Well, they
believe-
are fishing.
Yeah.
Ganondorf's eyes searched Link's. For a fleeting moment, the hero saw nothing vulnerable. something human in the man he had once sworn to defeat. Who was speaking?
I don't know.
But the dark, maybe he said, a boat adrift in the sea of our own making, he murmured, his voice thick with a longing that seemed almost out of place coming from such a powerful being.
Uh-huh.
What? You should have flipped out.
Well, I'm just that cool.
Link nodded, feeling the weight of the conversation settle on his shoulders. But isn't the journey that matters?
The journey does
Isn't
matter.
it the journey that matters? He asked, turning the words over in his mind. The choices we make along the way. I'm just going to say this escalates
Escalates?
fast.
It escalates fast.
Because I can see this going around in circles.
Oh boy.
And we're pushing 26 minutes.
Well, I'll just try to
Yeah.
be Hunter here.
Ganondorf's gaze sharpened as he leaned back in his chair, the leather cracking under his bulk. Choices, he echoed. We've both made our fair share of those. Some more regrettable than others. The room grew tense again, the air thick with the unspoken truths of their pasts.
Unspoken.
Link took a deep breath, the warmth from the fire playing against his cheek. True, he said, but it's never too late to make new choices. He picked up his carving knife, the steel glinting in the firelight.
Turning into a murder?
Even if it means letting go of the one that define us.
Anyway, I guess I should give you this other egg I found.
Is Link about to go psycho?
Excuse me. Ganondorf watched Link's deft hands, the wood shavings flying as he worked, the silence stretched between them, filled only by the crackling fire and the distant sounds of the castle settling into the night. Letting go, he murmured, his eyes never leaving the nice, precise movements. That's easier said than done. See what I mean? It just feels like they're going all back
know.
and forth.
Well, isn't that fishing?
That is a good point. I'm just waiting for plot to happen, you know?
We're like 20 minutes in. Nothing.
Link paused, looking up from his carving to meet Ganondorf's gaze. The fire cast a warm, flickering light over their faces,
Again.
highlighting the lines of tension etched into the king's dark skin. He set down the knife and took a step closer, the warmth of the fireplace a stark contrast to the coolness of the stone floor beneath his boots.
I'm seeing a theme.
I don't know what the theme is. It seems to be fluctuating left and right. Maybe, Link began, his voice tentative. We're not so different after all.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Just maybe.
Ganondorf's eyes searched Link's, the flames reflecting in their depths. The air grew thick with an unspoken understanding, a tension that was no longer hostile but something else entirely.
Again.
The hero took another step closer, the warmth of the fire playing against the chill in the air. Really focusing in on the fire, aren't they?
The fire inside. I'm just milling around until you're done.
Yes, I'm waiting for something to happen. Suddenly, Link leaned in, and they're...
And the what? And the what? Something happened?
I don't know if I should read this. Suddenly, Link leaned in, and their lips met in a kiss that was
I
surprising
knew it.
as it was tender.
Ah.
The kiss was gentle, almost questioning, as if each man was testing the uncharted waters of their newfound feelings. The fireplace crackled in the background, a
Intense,
soft
too.
serenade to their silent revelation. I think I discovered something, Dorothy. It's a link.
What, does it really say that?
No, I
Oh,
put those last
okay.
2 lines in there.
All right. That makes more sense.
I knew after all this time you were really my hero.
Oh, wow. 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 Who knew in the end?
It's funny now.
The one
There's
who needed
something.
saving was me.
There's a red bar now flashing on the page saying this page has errors.
Errors. Error. Much error.
Ganondorf's
no.
hand came up to rest on Link's shoulder, the warmth of his touch seeping through the fabric of his tunic. Link's own hand found its way to the king's cheek, his thumb brushing against the rough stubble there.
The rough stubble there.
They broke apart, both panting
Farmer
slightly.
John.
Their eyes wide with astonishment and a newfound tenderness. I think I am going to stop it there before it gets too out of hand.
Yeah, you know what?
They're stroking each other's faces.
We're going home.
Okay.
Well, wasn't everything you hoped for?
I hope so.
Wow, but this AI thing is pretty fun.
Yeah. It made me think of Ganondorf's stubble in a way I never thought I would.
I hope to forget.
It's a 30-minute episode. You're never going to forget it now. It's
I'm sure it'll
recorded.
come back to haunt me soon. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And we'll see you next time.
Catch you then. Dorothy. El Dorfel.
The hero of time. My time. Sounds like the Ganondorf dating app.